今天是我抵达亚历山大的第3天，那么今天也是我们的元宵节，在这里祝大家元宵节快乐，喜乐融融，福气安康，来自梦莹从亚历山大的问候。然后呢，这位是我的沙发主叫 Fika， 然后我们现在在车里，大家不知道能不能听到，我们现在其实听的呢就是 Holy Quran， 就是我觉得有点像一个 podcast 的形式。然后呢，我们在这里我会跟 Figure 一起 together. We are going to say something for Chinese people, right? Okay, let me teach you one more time. 元宵节快乐 Okay, together. 元宵节快乐 Shukran jazilan现在呢 Figo 就会 OK thank you 现在呢 Figo 就会载我去那个利比亚的领事馆，然后就会看一下有没有什么机会拿到签证，然后之后我会再去亚历山大的一个地标，大家可以猜猜看那个地标是什么。 I just told them I'm going to a landmark of Alexandria. Let them guess where I'm going. OK 亚历山大的图书馆。今天天气非常好啊 ！Hello， 大家好，我是梦莹，然后现在进来了亚历山大的图书馆。那等一下，我看一下，再过5分钟呢，我就会去 join 一个就是图书馆里面的 free tour， 是英文的，就是 tour。然后等一下再带大家随着那个 tour 一起来看一下、参观一下亚历山大的图书馆吧。 我们要去我们的英文 tour. Mala, would you like to say hello to Chinese audience?
Hello.
This is Mala, our tour guide from Alexandria Library. Shukran jazilan. 然后我们现在就要去这个英文的 tour.
First, we want to start with the conference center. The conference center, as you can see, is right here. It was made by Dr. Hassan Abu Ghid in 1991. We have a mixture between the ancient and modern architecture. Ancient architecture because of the pyramids we can see at the front and the 4 pillars taking the shape of the lotus, and the modern architecture because of the glass facade you can see outside. The glass. Okay, moving on to the planetarium. The planetarium is the small sphere you can see there. It is an IMAX show. You can watch ancient, historic, and astrophysics shows. Duration time for the show is from 24 to 45 minutes, and it takes 100 people inside. Moving on to the library. The library has an half sun or like a split sun shape surrounding with graphite wall. It has 120 different languages written on it to express or to show the different cultures and civilizations. Now we're going to move on to the main area, which is the library, explaining the interior design of it. Okay.
Shukran.
Callimachus was an ancient Greek poet who put the cataloging system of the ancient library of Alexandria. This triangle was designed for the visitors in order to take a look at the reading area without actually disturbing the readers downstairs. Talking about the reading area, it's considered the biggest open reading area in the whole world. It can accommodate up to 2,000 readers with 5 million books. Here we have more than 2.5 million books and it's daily updated. The main reading area consists of 11 floors. The first 7 consecutive floors of the same color are for reading. The 8th and the 9th, the floating floors taking the shape of a sailing boat for conferences and meetings. The 10th and the 11th, we cannot see it from here, but for the generators and the technical engineerings. So let's talk about the specialized libraries that the library offers for its visitors. In the last basement floor, the one with the lights, the B4 for the Maps Library. Considered the biggest maps library in the Middle East, as it contains more than 7,000 maps. In the 3rd basement floor, the one right above it, the B3, is for Arts and Multimedia Library. Here we have digitalized and non-digitalized collections for you to see. In the 2nd basement floor, the B2, we have the Rare Books and Special Collections Library, and it consists more than 15,000 rare books and more than 66,000 special collection ones. In the 1st basement floor, the one with the black entrance over here, is for the Francophone Library. considered the sixth biggest francophone library in the whole world, as it was a donation from France to Egypt by more than 500,000 books, considered back then the biggest donation from an organization to another. And the entrance floor, the one we're standing here right now, is for Taha Hussein's library for blind and visually impaired people, along with the special needs library. In the F1 floor, we can find it from the main entrance. It's for the young people library and the children's library, but they cannot enter from here. And the last one, the F2 floor, is for the depository library containing all of the archives you can find. So let's take a look about the internal design itself. As you can see, the ceiling takes an inclination degree of 16.5 in order to let the sun rays penetrate with preventing the harmful ones to preserve the books. The glass openings in the ceiling takes the shape of the eyelids and the eyelashes, also doing the function of the eyes, which preventing the dust and the water from sticking on the roof. The two colors, the blue and the green ones, symbolizing the earth and the land, scientifically known two of the most relieving colors while reading. Here we have 66 pillars out of 98 in the whole library, taking the shape of a lotus flower, symbolizing the ancient Egyptian civilization. And the main reading area consists of 3 walls, the first and the biggest one over there, the concrete wall with the black rectangular openings, in order to reduce the sound and the echo. It was taken from the ancient library of Alexandria, the one papyrus, the only one papyrus we found, as they used these black rectangular openings to put their scroll of papyrus inside it. The second one is the Black Zimbabwe wall, considered one of the finest granite walls in the whole world. The third one, the oxidized brass, the one behind the Black Zimbabwe wall, it contains little tiny pores to reduce the sound and the echo, as it was taken from the ancient Egyptians as they used the oxidized brass in their temples and graves. And here we have one of our 17 exhibitions, the Bulak or the Amaria press, considered the first printing press that came in Egypt during the reign of Muhammad Ali Pasha. And the first printed book by this printing press was an Italian to Arabic dictionary. The masterpiece of the library is the Kiswa or the cover of the Kaaba, the black rectangular one with the gold threads behind the pillars, you can see. Yes, behind the pillars you can see, a cloth, yes. A Kaaba is a holy sacred place located in Saudi Arabia, specifically in Mecca. Muslims go over there to do their rituals and pray. This cover, worth more than $10 million, and it was a donation from Dr. Yashar Hilmi to the library itself. The box next to the cover of the Kaaba, you can see it around here, yes, is called Al-Mahmal Al-Sharif. They used to put this cover inside this box and put it on the camels go from Egypt to Saudi Arabia back in 1820s. Our second project is the World Digital Library, and it's collaboration between the library here and the Library of Congress in the US. They collaborated together in order to let anyone around the world learn more about any country's culture he or she wants. For instance, you can give it a shot right now and suggest any country's name.
Libya. شكرا جزيلا.
You can see different manuscripts and maps. My favorite one is love. A little bit sentimental. This is how it's phonetically pronunciated, Re, and how it's written in the ancient Egyptian language. And you can see several translations for the same word, because the ancient Egyptian civilization went for more than 7,000 years. So it took several translations.
So Marie means love?
Yeah.
Marie Habibiti. Marie.
This person to introduce the idea of building the ancient library of Alexandria, King Ptolemy I, who actually accepted his idea and started constructing the library during his reign in Egypt. Then King Ptolemy II followed him, and he was known as the patron of arts. He started flourishing the library and made the library a huge leading center of arts and science and a destination to all scientists around the world. Due to the large number of the scrolls that the ancient library had, it went for more than 700,000 scrolls. Equivalent to nowadays means like more than 100,000 modern printed books. So, King Ptolemy III established the second library or the daughter library in order to accommodate these huge collections. But unfortunately, both of these libraries were destroyed. The first incident happened during the Alexandrian War between King Ptolemy XIII and Queen Cleopatra VII. They were fighting over the throne of Egypt and the library accidentally caught on fire. The second incident is due to several conflicts in Egypt back then, and by year 400, nothing remained from the library except one scroll of papyrus. We have the exact same copy of it in the Manuscripts Museum under stairs. The original one, unfortunately, is located in Vienna. Moving to 1972, when Dr. Mustafa El-Abbadi, who was a professor in Greek Roman history in Alexandria University, suggested to revive or reconstruct the library again. Egypt accepted his suggestion, and by year 1989, Egypt and the UNESCO collaborated together, and they called for a huge competition in order to choose the best architect design for the library. Between 1,400 architecture offices, a Norwegian office called Snøhetta won the first prize. And they started constructing the library by year 1995 till 2001. But the official inauguration of the library was on 16th of October 2002. So let's move to our next station. Sculpture, and he was obsessed with the ancient Egyptian features, especially Akhenaton's features. You can find it right here, the elongated chin, the thin neck, and the pointed nose. You can see several projects for him. And going straight forward to the right, you can find Muhammad Anwar al-Sadat's museum, who was an ex-president in Egypt and he was assassinated. You can find his suit during
真的好喜欢亚历山大的图书馆哦，超棒的这里。好，我是梦莹，我现在身处亚历山大的图书馆。然后呢，这位图书馆的工作人员居然会说中文。你好吗？
你好。
你叫什么名字？Yusuf。Assalamualaikum。Shukran jazilan Yusuf。我们可以用中文说一说。你知道今天是元宵节吗？Chinese New Year。
对。
Yeah, today is the last day of Chinese New Year。元宵节 ，You should say 元宵节快乐。
对，
新年快乐啊！为什么你会说中文？
因为中文很有意思，汉字我很好奇。
你在哪里学的？
我在亚历山大。
在亚历山大学的？
不，我在开罗学的。
哦，我以为你去过中国。
对。
你去过中国吗？
对，没去。
马哈巴森，欢迎来中国。很棒！我现在就是在向 Yusuf 查询一些中文书籍，然后带大家看一下亚历山大图书馆的中文藏书量。谢谢 Yusuf。
不用。
我爱亚历山大，我爱亚历山大图书馆，我爱书，我也爱图书馆。Shukran jazilan，再次感谢。刚刚呢，我又在亚历山大的图书馆认识了另外一位，就是来自亚历山大的小美女，也是会讲中文，叫依依。然后呢，我现在就在她的帮助下找到了一本中文书，那就来读一下吧。